Well, we're here at the mechanic shop. I came here for a transmission fluid change, and they came out and said, well, it's awful brown. We need assurances that you're not going to come after us for transmission damage, because usually when it's brown, there's something more going on, not the other one. You're looking outside my window right now. I had to move to this parking lot. I had to move to a spot so I was a little away from the road. But right now I cannot get out of my rig here in this lovely parking lot. My pickup's parked over there, but I can't go out traditional way because I left someone enough room to park next to me. Needless to say, there's not enough room to open my door and me get out of my door here. I've had one other person do it here in New Mexico, up in Taos, whenever I stay the night there. I'm not too concerned. I have other ways out of my rig. It's just kind of annoying, especially whenever that truck hasn't moved since I woke up, or since they parked there, which means it's an employee truck, so I'm guessing an employee blocked me in. And when they got here, they revved up their engine for a while, like they're trying to wake me up. Not that I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, because that's my travel schedule anyhow. I could probably go out the driver's cab or the back door or through the roof if I wanted to, but I'm editing right now, so yeah. Tonight, whenever they leave, I'll move the truck over there to be sure that I always have a way to get out. But yeah, I was just trying to get out of their way anyhow. There's no one on the south side of me, but yeah, small parking lot. They let's see. I just watched two grown men get out of their golf cart, play sword fights with their golf clubs, and then put them back in. In other words, I have been researching this transmission. Apparently this transmission has a lot of inherent problems with it, and they eventually go out, and I'm pretty sure my transmission has not been updated. And other free to go out my door again. I think he's going for lunch. I might go out there and move the truck over here closer, so I don't have to worry about dinging my vehicle, come and go, and then he can do whatever he kind of wants whenever he wants to do it. I do have to, however, reinstall my spark plug thing over there, but yeah, I think I might just do that real quick. Alright, we got the truck parked right next door to us. Made sure we had enough room and kind of parked it in there crooked and a little bit farther forward so we can get out now. There's no way I was going to get out where he was at. And I moved the mirrors forward so I can not bang on it, and the other person can get in their car too. That guy, when he gets back, is going to be surprised. He can't trap me no more. Ha 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 ha. No trapping outside. Actually, he didn't have me trapped on this. It's a pain in the butt to get out every other way. And there's a possibility before they close, I would like to get out of my rig. So that's what we did. Anyhow, they pulled down the pan, and there's a lot of shavings in there, but the shavings are normal as far as I understand. The biggest thing there was large metal chunks down in there, and they said they wouldn't change the fluid because it just make it deteriorate worse. And they said that they can't do anything with it other than said they told me I need a rebuild transmission. It's like, okay, well, what's the cost for that? Because I need to know, because if my transmission is going out. And so part of the thing that I've been running into when you'll start seeing the videos, and you probably already have seen the videos, is that I just don't have any power. I give it throttle and I don't go anywhere. I think that's the pads in the transmission wearing out. And I looked it up online. The metal piece that fell out is part of the retaining ring on the first and second shift absorber to help reduce the pressure on the transmission. But the whole way I've been getting it down here is, in the earlier video I mentioned that I was low on ATF fluid, which I thought I was, but I keep adding more to it and it's not coming out, and it keeps taking more, which makes me think I have a leak because it's all wet underneath there anyhow. And I think there's something more going on with this. So it's like, I was a little concerned because I thought maybe they was running a scan, because it's like, well, just make sure you know that this is, They was covering their butt whenever they had me come out there to do the automatic transmission thing. So I was like, why would they be freaking out about it? So I looked up a bit farther, and apparently good transmissions are light pink and that, but if they're brown, there's something material floating around. So that's what I figured. Anyhow, scraping the money together for a transmission sucks, but I don't have the resources to rebuild it myself, to drop it myself. Doing that is too big for me personally to do. Too much weight, too much danger. The truck was easy enough because it was at 75s at the most. The engine on this weighs 1,000 pounds because it's a 7.3 diesel, and the transmission probably weighs close to the same. I just don't have the resources to do it myself, so I'm here. It needs to be done. They said they can get it here by today, or yesterday was Friday, today is Saturday. They said they can have it here by Monday and have it in by Monday evening, so I could be out of here by Tuesday, or even out of here by Monday evening, which will fix all my current problems. You know, it could have been a lot of things that could have caused it to go out. More likely, it's just an old ambulance. It's 20 plus years old. It's 25 years old. And so, am I happy about it because it's 108,000 miles and I'm replacing the transmission? No. But it needs to be done. And as you hopefully found out in that last episode, or one of them, the engine problems that I was having was tied to the IPR valve, which I replaced, and it was a new IPR valve from Amazon with a, what was the markings? The markings was a Motorcraft markings. And it still crapped out of me, and it was basically tracing down the same problem with mechanic shops. And I'm so annoyed, but there's nothing I can do about it. I spent a lot of money at the engine shop because they thought it was injection thing, injection electronic control for the injection, which it didn't fix the problem. Made it run a little better, but it didn't fix the problem. So I mean, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, we know that ambulances have hard miles, and I haven't been the kindest to it. I've towed a lot of weight with this thing over the last couple of years. And now I'm towing the truck, but the truck isn't on the actual transmission. It's not on the chassis weight. It's pulling the transmission, but it shouldn't pull like it is. I can get maybe 65 on flat ground, 70, but it doesn't have the grab to get me going. I've been stuck at about 40, 45, 50, 55, and going uphill, it's just dropping speed out of it, which is weird because the engine should have more than enough power to go up the hill. So anyhow, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. The transmission is going to be replaced. Hopefully the engine won't have to be replaced for another 300,000 miles if the worst case scenario happens. And the best case scenario, it's a 1,000,000-mile motor. That's why we went with it. 7.3 1,000,000-mile motor. A little underpowered, but it still should haul everything I want to haul. Now, an interesting fact, I was getting 7.6 miles to the gallon in a diesel, driving 55, which it should be getting at least 12. And I think that comes back to where I have to have the throttle position set at to get the power to go through the transmission. So I have to keep the foot on the gas just to get it to go, which probably I've always had to do that, so it's probably the transmission has been working its way out. The friction stuff, but if I had more time, if I wasn't trying to beat the cold weather and all the other things, there's a lot of ifs. I probably could have done it myself, but like I said, I don't have the assistance and people to help pull it out of the truck, so that's where we are. So anyhow, other than my complaints about getting blocked into my rig, or someone attempting to block me into the rig because they want a good parking spot, and I should have moved the truck right in that spot last night, but I didn't want to block myself in. And I should have just flipped the ambulance around so my door exited towards the spot that they can't get. I was just tired. I've been tired. I've been so tired for this last 2 weeks. I mean, I had a wonderful time at my friend Georgie's house, and all the people that was over there during New Year's. It was an awesome time. Mainly because I got to spend time with engineers. Last weekend I was at a I was in Elk City, and I was hanging out there taking care of my tanks and everything else, because I had the mechanic shop that I was going to get into, which was, I don't know, I might be a week off, I'm not sure. It's time, it's been slowing down for me since I've been traveling and hanging out in mechanic shops all weekend. But what should have been only a 3-day trip has turned into like a 2.5-week trip, which is okay. That's part of travel. And for the people who think that travel is free, it's not. It's a transmission, it's a motor, it's paying to stay where you want to stay. It's not a free lifestyle. I mean, only if you want to be broke down and destitute, and you're not going to do it for long. So the people that keep pushing the narrative that this is free, it is cheap, it is not. It costs money, it costs time, it costs stress, it costs being emotionally unstable sometimes. I mean, sometimes you don't know where you're going to be. Sometimes you may end up 3 days camping in a mechanic's parking lot, or a week, and you hope they're not going to just, take you for a ride. Anyhow, this place I'm at has a pretty good rating. They gave me an itemized breakdown of the price, and I'm not going to tell you exactly how much it is. Just know that it's a lot for me, and yeah. Anyhow, most of the price, I'd say 3/5 of the price is the rebuilt transmission, because they're not rebuilding it themselves here. They got a who is it? It's brand name. Jasper's remanufactured transmissions is supposed to be made heavier duty and better. They said they didn't want to do mine here themselves because I would be traveling, and they didn't want to risk it. I'm guessing it's probably I think they're just covering the butts, personally. They had a couple bad reviews online, and now they're just like covering the butts. So, and they have a high review here, so I'm fine. Go to a national chain and deliver a transmission. It'll be quicker, it'll be better, because they'll put better parts in it, hopefully, and I can go back to the manufacturer on the transmission and hit them up, because I should have a warranty, hopefully. That's it. Yeah, that's where we're at. Hopefully y'all are doing good, and this video finds you quick and short little head video about what's going on right now. As you can hear, the heater's going on in the background. I am still having power issues. I have 1200 watts on the roof, but I've never been able to get over about 700 watts, which I have 2 different panels on the top, and apparently they're fighting each other, and one will not put out with the other one putting out. And the only reason I don't have the same kind of panels is because they discontinued them midway during my build. So I'm gonna hopefully swing by the Santan Solar place and pick me up a bunch of really cheap panels and replace them. Now, it could have been all the hailstorms I've been in too. It could have been a lot of things. Always weird watching it go for a ride without me in it. Huh. All right, shower all done, ready to go, dishes done, everything's ready to go. We got a new transmission in here now. It took 3 or 4 days to get it, or for it to get there, and then they put it in one day, actually one afternoon. They did a really good job. I'm very happy. I ran out of power that next morning. I don't know if I said anything. I've been kind of sporadically leaving messages because I don't know if I really want to do a blog other than just for mom's sake. So I might just do it for mom's sake. That's a weird noise. I think one of my alternators is going out personally. That hissing noise is the exhaust back pressure thing kicking in and allowing the engine to pre-warm up. I didn't really want to mess with it last time I was in here or had someone in there working, so keep it stock as much as possible. So I end up retitling in a different state. I don't have to worry about emissions. Anyhow, We made it up the hill, and still that hill is still hard to go up. But our goal today is to get gas, either make food or get something food somewhere along the way. I don't know where. We got to stop at Walmart. We're almost out of toilet paper, so we got to stop at Walmart. We also need some what is it? Oh, olive oil. We need olive oil. Dump our tanks before we leave, and if we make it to Payson, I will be happy. We'll stay at the casino there in Payson, Arizona. It should be a lot warmer. It was 13 degrees this morning here, just above Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm hoping there's no ice or anything else on the road, so we're gonna go that way. Normally we'd go south, but they had a lot more snow for a lot longer than here, so we're going west. And then we're just beelining into the desert with mechanical problems. So it is what it is. We gotta stop by Santan Solar and get some solar for this. My solar in here is either dead from all the hailstorms we've been into or just not making it, but they're not even putting out a third of all the rated panels. I'm only getting 200 watts out of my 1200 watt system. That's only 10%. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I fried them from all the large hailstorms I've been in. So that's where I think they're at. But I gotta call up there and get the measurements for everything. Anyhow, see you down the road. Okay, what do you think? This is doing that. There's only, I mean, the main one's not doing it, but look. What the heck? This might be why I feel like I'm pulling a heavier load than what I am. Let's see if we turn this sensitive. There we go. This had no instruction manual, so I don't know if higher number is more sensitive or lower number is more sensitive. I was going on the assumption that lower number was more sensitive, but I'm thinking maybe higher number is more sensitive. Anyhow, that might be why we're having pulling problems. That might be this running the brake the whole time. I have no way to monitor this. It's on my list of things to do when I get a chance. I'm going to turn it down to 2 sensitivity and see if that helps. I got them off of eBay. I have 2 of them. I have another one that I was going to modify where it's just the brake thing, and I can resell that one. Okay, we put it on 2 sensitivity. Anyhow, I'm going to go in here and get some food. We're going to let that hang out. Hopefully that's what's been making us feel like the brake is running, because it has felt like the brake has been on. And yeah, because I'm parked here, I'm going to go get some food. Okay, well, farther inspection, apparently the lower the number is, the less sensitive it is. The higher number, the more sensitive it is. And it was, the Brake Buddy was listed on the highest sensitivity, which is probably some of the issues I've been having with feeling just hard pull. Still saying that's not to do with the transmission. We're not going to go there. We're going to say the transmission was on its way out for other reasons. Age. Anyhow, I got to adjust it down to 1 or 2. I'm going to go test it in this parking lot, and then I'm going to head on out, and we'll go up this long hill that I'm dreading to go up. But it'll be fine. We will get going, and it'll be fine. Well, so much for my breakfast. Shrinkflation is in effect. At least I still get 2 halves of a piece of bread. Man, that's looks so pitiful. It looks better on here, but I remember when that thing used to be full. Oh well. This is Christian. You met me at the dump station.
Yeah, that's right, Christian from California.
Hey,
we're gonna see you. We're gonna see you again at Schoolie Palooza, Michelle.
All right, see you at Schoolie Palooza. Take care. All right. Well, we made it. We made it here last night after dark. I always hate showing up to a place after dark, but it is what it is. I'm taking this morning slow, mainly because I woke up with a big headache and, tired. Very tired. Yesterday was hard. I wish I was recording because I went through rush hour traffic on the interdistributional loop or whatever in Phoenix, which was horrible. It took me an hour to go 5 miles. Yeah, it was horrible. Anyhow, we found everyone. We didn't find them initially. We parked it, and then a big open, no one around spot, and God, the thump was bad. But we parked it there, and then I walked about until I found people I knew. Took a little while too. I have a heater blanket on. Let's see if I can share not the crap on the windows, but this is Blythe to the west of us. So I'm trying to keep people's rigs out of my shot. Very nice view. And I think somewhere over there is there it is. Yeah, you can see the Loves they turn off by. It's way off in the distance. But yeah, we're here. We made it. Sorry I don't look the best. I need to trim my hair, I think. No one else is up, and I'm fine with that. I'm just going to sit with this heater blanket, try to get my shoulders to stop hurting, and my feet hurt for some reason. I don't know why. I did a lot yesterday. We made it to, we woke up in Payson, then drove through that horrible route. I don't recommend going that way ever. And then I got to the top of the first very steep hill and figured out that I could have gone around all the hills. So maybe, I don't know, the second set of hills, so. And then went to Santan Solar, and if you go to Santan Solar, call them first and get your order ready, because otherwise they're gonna like, oh, you're just walking in, you gotta go out and make a phone call. They might be able to service you today, but you gotta go outside and call in first, and then they can take care of you. It's a little frustrating because I was tired that morning. Anyhow, I got 4 solar panels, 4 550 watt solar panels. I should be able to fit 3 of them where my 1200 watts are on the roof. Which will give me actually a lot more capacity, and then I'm going to put one on the back, and if not, I'm going to resell it, I don't know. But I also have my 1200 watts of solar that I'll probably be selling, at least 400 watts of it, and maybe other 800 is going to go back on the back of the truck, I don't know for sure. I found a metal place that I could buy metal from for doing all this conversion, just for some support, and I found a car wash that I could fit in barely. Actually, I had the guy that was either cleaning it or owned it came out and supervised me going in, not just by happenstance. My ambulance is at 11.7 and the car wash was at 11.10. Had 3 inches, and needless to say, I couldn't get the little thing spun all the way around to get everything, but I got 3 sides and the underside of my RV covered, mainly because I went through a lot of snow and salt and everything else, and I didn't want that sitting on there. And then multiple mechanic garages, so that's why I went to the car wash. It looks better now too. Ended up backing out of the car wash because it was I thought I could get in, but I didn't know if I could get back out. It looked like it was really close going out, so I just backed out of it. And let's see what else. That was on the southeast side of Phoenix, and they have road work on the north of downtown Phoenix, actually road closures, and I took the back little road that went around the south and then back up west north, and I got off maybe at 2 or 3 miles before the highway, and there's still bumper traffic. It took me an hour to go 5 miles. It's not fun. From there I went down to Lowe's and Buckeye because I needed some leveling blocks. So I got some 2x6s to level my rig whenever I need it. Unfortunate thing, although I'm not level right now, I sleep comfortable and work comfortably, so maybe I won't even worry about the leveling blocks. It's only when it's like really bad. Of course, it has all kinds of work going on around it. Also, you see my double chin. I don't really care. Don't worry about it. There you go. Now you can't see it. Good. I look tired. Anyhow, double eyebrows. Everyone in my family's had this fat or this extra skin above their eyes removed. Eventually, I'll probably end up getting mine, but it's painful. It looks painful, so yeah. They call it hooded eyes, but they won't mess with it unless it interferes with your physical vision. So I don't know if it does or not. Doesn't matter, right? Anyhow, we got out here. Court site was busy. I'm parked at the Schoolie Palooza, one of them, events. And I got here right when it was too dark to see people's rigs, so I was like, I'll just pull in here and park. And it's like, well, I'll go where they left me a pin where they're at. And so I went to the pin, asked some people, I don't know who that is. Nope. When you have people that do YouTube and people don't, I don't know. I feel like I ran into someone that was gatekeeping. It doesn't really matter. I found them anyhow. It took me a little longer, but I made it down. Talked to a couple of campfires, asked anyone they know so and so, so and so, so and so. And like, nope, never heard of them. But those people up there have a bus, and it's like, I'll go talk to them. Do you know so and so? And it's like, no. It's like okay. So you have one friend that has a very well named, so I dropped their name. And so, oh yeah, they're right over there. They're right, So, okay, I'll walk over there. Walked to a nice lit tent, and it looked like people were playing Farkle, a dice game. And I popped my head in. It's like, oh, is there anyone here that knows me? It's like, yes, we know you. It's like, yes, I know you too. And so it was the Farkle hut, and everyone that I know that I can't ever remember no one's name, and I'm sorry, and I feel guilty because I can't, but I know all of you. And so I talked to them, and they pointed me to the rest of the group. And I got to do the fun thing of Dory, which I've known. I could see her inside her rig, so I walked up to her door. I hadn't seen her in 5 years, which, I haven't seen or talked to her in 5 years, because that's the last time I was out, and it was before 2020, whenever I left. I knocked on her door, and it's like, I could put my head down so she couldn't see my face for a second. She opened the door, and it's like, what's going on? And I was like, hi, don't you answer your phone? She's like, holy cow! Yeah, I got to surprise her. It was very fun. And I just got to catch her off the guard, which is something I've been kind of wanting to do. I like I don't sneak up to be mean. I sneak up to surprise people, and that's kind of my personality. And it annoys some people. Some people get really annoyed about it. And I realize now that because I do have ADHD, sometimes I forget stuff. And some of the things that are just happenstance come off to becoming kind of asshole-ish. Asshole, yeah. It makes me seem like an asshole, and I don't even realize I'm being an asshole because I forget stuff a lot. So, anyhow. So, some people get mad at me. I used to think that's why